Hey everybody, Vice here. Welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest V. Let's continue on. This time we're gonna make our way through the desert. And as a start, we're technically not doing like the desert-ish part, but we're actually gonna be staying at this cliffside face and just keep going forward until we reach the first place where we need to be here. Though, because it is a desert, there's gonna be one issue. Once the game says it.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
Yeah, you must drink water throughout the desert or else you'll die. And we're good. Basically, after the game gives you a warning, you only have one more movement afterwards, because if you do the second movement, you'll basically die unless you get water. Nectar of the gods.
Graham can now feel strength and
that's a
renewal
popular
flowing
saying in
through
this
him.
game. Now we're actually going to save here.
From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
I timed that well. I'm just gonna stand here out in the open.
Hi! Get him!
Never trust a bad guy, Graham.
I didn't trust a bad guy, and I didn't know there were bad guys until he got there. Graham wouldn't know. No. All I heard
From across
was
the desert sands, Graham can
approaching
hear the sound
hoofbeat.
of approaching hoofbeats.
doesn't matter how we tell Graham they're bad guys. He didn't trust them. They just came up and just killed him. Anyway, we hide behind this rock and
Open sesame!
okay, they didn't notice us, but we know there's a secret thing there when we need that staff to use. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, and then if we just go right, there's a boot here.
Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand. The hot sun and choking sands are taking
Yeah, I know. And then we should be able to go here left twice, and that should be another oasis with water we can drink, so it can be safe. Yep.
life-giving water.
I can barely hear that music. I don't know if that's actually being picked up. If it is, just barely. Anyway, now we need to go down once. That was twice. A third time, and then we go left. And there we go. We found their camping area, and that guy just fell over dead. There is water here we can drink, but instead what if we just walk in here?
An intruder!
Well then.
That wasn't a very smart move, Graham.
Now, if we step on the carpet here...
Who are you? A spy!
or walk near him, you'll die.
That wasn't a very smart move for Graham to make.
No, it's really not smart, is that the fact that the game will allow you to do this.
Thanks again for all your help.
Who are you? A spy!
Why can you do that?
That wasn't a very smart move for Graham to make.
Very not smart.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
Be safe. Okay, we're good. We're just gonna save in that same spot. And this time I'm actually gonna not take the drink, and I'm just gonna head down until we
The hut
die from the choking desert sand, hot desert sand. The game doesn't outright kill you over here. You have to be on this part of the desert in order for it to kill you. So I go over here and I'm just gonna die.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
Okay. But actually, we're not gonna take that drink. We're actually gonna go back to the exact same oasis we were just at. And now we just need to head up. Yep, I know, game. But there's just enough movement to get back to this oasis and not die from the desert. Because the oasis is there, it doesn't count as a death.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Ah, I always love hearing that line. Anyway, now we can still head up again. Since we already got the boot from earlier, we don't need to go that direction, so we can just head up until we hit the cliffside again. Then we go to the right. And then we'll be back on that spot. There we go. Now we just need to open this thing up.
Open sesame!
Yeah, you specifically
The
need
temple
this.
door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing.
Yeah, you specifically need the staff in order to open this. So,
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
and you got a time limit to pick up the 2 items here and go, or
Oh my, look at all this treasure.
whether you just wait or try to get the treasure, this happens.
Hurry, the exit door is about to close. Cheer up, Graham. At least you can practice your game of tiddlywinks.
Yay? Okay, let's quickly get the items and go.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
I think it's because you're holding the neck part of the staff. Anyway,
Bending down, Graham hurriedly picks up the gold coin from the temple floor. Quickly, Graham grabs the old brass bottle.
and there we go.
That was close.
The staff is broken and is of no use anymore.
Oh well. Anyway, drink the water first.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Such a good line. Anyway, now we're finally done with the desert.
The hut
Desert 1, 2, and normally this would kill you because we're still quote-unquote in the desert, but for some reason, when you're on the very edge over here, it will not count as a death, and you'll be fine. But if I go back to the left, then I'll die. Now normally, for King's Quest V speedrunners, most of them have been going this way and continuing on. Or not continuing this way, but actually start from 2 screens down and then do a different type of path. I do it this way. I get to here, and then I go down once, put my mouse over here, down twice, and then go to the right and continue on from there. But before we do that, Desert 5, I think it was. If we go down here one more time, we get killed. Because anything down further now is just scorpion.
Too bad. Even the sting of such a small creature can prove deadly.
And now we're gonna prepare this fish.
Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
Bear! Now let's just get punched by the bear. There's actually a brilliant fan-made image fan-made picture that someone made about the bear punching King Graham. I'll definitely put that on screen. Anyway, fish.
I am Queen Beatrice, kind sir.
Boo.
I wish to thank you ever
Man, that's
so
a
much for saving
yeah,
our
that
house
pun.
from the claws of that horrible bear. In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
I'll take the honey.
Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it.
You actually can go here before you get the fish, so the bear won't be here. And if you try to get the honey that way, the bees will kill you, and the game will say, "That was a very fast move, Graham. Bee seeing you."
Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground. A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he playfully digs at their large anthill.
You don't actually get killed from the dog.
Ooh, Graham, that dog looks mean.
Nope, we got too close to the ants. Not for this bad pun.
Ooh, is that a new dance, Graham? The Boogaloo?
Anyway. Yeah. Here, have a stick.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna be King Antony.
Why,
That makes
certainly.
sense.
I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much, King Antony. Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
So yeah, a little bit later on, King Antony and his army of ants will actually help us out later. For now,
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
okay then. Yeah, let's go with that spelling. Okay. And hold on a second.
Let's move on, Graham.
Okay, let's give him the... Wait, I did save, right? Okay, yeah, I did save. Okay, let's give him the gold coin.
You may see Madame Mushka now.
Warning, this cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
And of course I'm going to be watching all these throughout the Let's Play, but this part is where the plot dump happens, where we find out why Mordak did what he did.
So, you are here to see Madame Mushka, no? Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Mananan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat. I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
You're holding out on me, little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat. Starting with your dear mother. Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordak is a bad one.
Thank you, Madame Mushka.
So that's why Mordak took our family hostage. Alexander turned Mananan he's actually the brother of Mananan, and Alexander turned Mananan into a cat, and now he wants revenge. But we also got an amulet, so now we got all the items to do this area. The Dark Forest. Enter at your own risk.
The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk.
If it was explanatory enough, then why'd you bother reading it to us anyway?
An old hollow log lies in a small clearing before the gloomy forest. The old log doesn't look interesting enough to bother with.
Does Cedric actually say anything here?
Back to the east is Crispin's house.
Cedric seems to be thinking big
He
thoughts
just wants
right
to go
now,
back home and not
perhaps
deal with
planning
any
their
of
next
this.
move, and so is not in a talkative mood.
Before we do anything else. Dark Forest.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you read the sign?
Not surprised.
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
It seems to Graham that there is an unusually large number of toads in this forest.
They're not toads, they're frogs, but the game calls them toads. If they're green, then they're most likely frogs. Which means they're least likely to be toads, so they're most likely frogs, but the game calls them toads because, well, the game calls them toads just so it can make this pun.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Yeah, so they call them toads just so they can make that pun.
Come on.
Yeah. Now, to survive this, we gotta put on this amulet.
The magic amulet begins to glow softly as Graham slips it over his head. He then carefully tucks the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight.
Now our spell's gonna fail.
To Graham's great relief, it appears that the witch's magic has been stopped by the amulet he is wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
Surprise. And of course she'll keep following us.
What are you doing in my forest, young man? Don't you know you're trespassing?
Oh, I didn't know this was a private forest. Do you own it?
Of course I own it. It's mine. And what did you do to my magic?
I don't think you need to know. Now tell me something. How does one leave this confusing forest?
I'll never tell. I'm afraid you're stuck, dearie. Now you're my prisoner.
We'll see about that.
Yes, won't we?
Yeah, things can get dangerous in here. And of course she blocks her path to her own castle home, so we can't do anything there at the moment. But if we roam around long enough, I think I can get a couple of the other deaths here. Especially on this screen. Might take a bit for it to happen.
Mumbling and muttering to herself, the ugly old hag refuses to indulge in any further conversation with Graham.
Okay then. Oh, I think I know why I'm not getting the couple of deaths I'm thinking of. It only happens if you've managed to bother to make progress to get the amulet, but you didn't bother picking up the bottle thing here, so I can't get the deaths, I don't think. Well, in that case, let's go over here and get rid of the witch.
What's this?
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Good. That old witch won't be seen here for a long time. But now, how to get out of this dreadful forest?
That's a good question. I'm going to save there, and now I'm going to load the second one where she was still around. And I'm actually going to use the bottle on ourselves.
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
The rudest of genies.
Graham should know better than to keep things bottled up inside.
Boo. That's a graphical bug if I ever saw one. What the heck?
A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch. What's this? Why, it's a little key. A small, intricate spinning wheel is put away in the trunk. Reaching a hand into the trunk, Graham retrieves the small spinning wheel.
Which had a lot of stuff, took a lot of stuff away from people, so let's go get those stuff. And there's that little key is for another item over here. It's for that tree chunk right there.
Graham finds that the little key fits perfectly in this lock. Graham is charmed to find a little golden heart inside the door of the twisted old tree. Reaching into the little door of the tree, Graham extracts the little golden heart.
And there we go. Now we got a golden heart. But we got a couple things we can do here.
Upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds.
Or just do that, cause we're gonna need this a bit later, or in a second. And frogs and things looking at us. This looks suspicious.
A large, rock-like creature blocks further passage to the west.
Nope, can't do anything about that. So how are we gonna get out of this forest? We'll find out next time. So this has been Vise, and I'll see you guys next time when we finally get out of this forest. Bye-bye for now.